Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. This is Joy Ye. As you know, my videos are about love, infinity, creation, because we're infinite love, infinite creation, infinite energy. This is who we are. We're the human race. We're a benevolent species. This is who we are. As you know, this is part of the series that I mentioned to you in my previous video about freedom and freedoms in general, our freedoms as the Republic of Planet Earth, Earth's Constitution. And today we're going to talk about a fundamental freedom, which is energy freedoms. So we'll talk about energy freedoms and what it means, what it implies for us. So obviously, energy freedoms has to do with the singularity, has to do with 0 point energy, over unity systems, propulsion systems, and everything that has to do with infinite energy, because we are infinitely free. This is who we are. This is our nature. Light spherical beings, light spherical energy, like the sun. The sun is an infinite source of energy, and we were created by the sun, and we as humans, who we are, citizens of the Republic of Planet Earth, the citizenry of the Republic of Planet Earth, who we are, the human race, we also have infinite energy within us and the ability with our minds and the power of our singularity and the power of our heart, the singularity of the mind and the singularity of the heart. We have the ability to create systems, to create manifest 0 point systems, over unity systems, singularity systems. These are equipment, these are machines, engines that operate in a way in which is applied, meaning energy output, power sources, to power anything, to generate electricity, to do anything that is required in the 21st century for the Republic of Planet Earth to thrive as we are free. So let's talk about it, what energy freedoms means. As you know, I have spoken about what it means, the polarity of zero, and what zero means, and the energy generated as a result of the singularity occurring in a 0 point system, which is tapping into space and vacuum itself. So a singularity system, over unity system, a 0 point energy system is essentially a system in which the energy is generated as a result of space and vacuum spherical thresholds. So it's sets of 64 within a sphere, and the space and vacuum has to do with spherical vacuum thresholds. And once these vacuum thresholds are met, energy is generated as a result, because the space structure of the sphere is filled. And when this threshold is met in sets of 64 spherical threshold, spherical vacuum thresholds, the singularity is requirements are met, and 0 point energy, which is a singularity, is the singular point where all points meet. So when all the sets of 64 spherical vacuum thresholds are met within this sphere, the 0 point is generated, and there's over unity, meaning infinite energy output. So energy is generated in a way in which is electricity, power. It's an engine, okay? It's energy. It's an energy source. It's power. It powers electrical gadgets at an infinite output. So meaning anything that can be plugged into it wirelessly, really, in the proximity of it, already has the power without any wires, without any connectivity, no need for AC or DC. systems. So it's all wirelessly, all right? It's just by entering the proximity of the energy field of the device. And these devices are spherical in nature. These devices are spherical in nature, okay? And this is essentially free energy, infinite free energy that can power the entire planet. And these are very easy to build, these devices. It's applied engineering. It's extremely simple to build. I have provided the blueprints already for its manufacturing and fabrication in Creativity, a video in the past. It stacks sets of 64 within a sphere, filling the space structure of the sphere. And the materials have been spoken in coils. So the way these systems are built is in the way of coils, ideally crystals. So crystals are the most conductive materials, elements that are crystallic in nature, crystal-like, are the best elements to conduct electricity. They're better conductors than gold. So ideally, if there is in the metalwork some requirements of gold due to its malleability and its ability to be shapen into specific forms, because of its conductivity and its fungibility, that is fantastic. You can use those for the very small circuitry required, if required. But the main materials for the spherical vacuum thresholds is crystals, ideally diamonds. Diamonds are the best crystal that we can use here on Earth to create the coils, the spherical vacuum thresholds within the spherical device that would power the sets of 64 spherical vacuum thresholds. Okay, so diamonds will be the best material. It's an excellent crystal. It's an excellent conductor, better than gold in many regards, particularly when it comes to singularity, due to its nature. Remember, diamonds are forged at the heart of the planet. These are the energy and the gravity of Earth, the electrogravitics and the telemetry that forges diamonds allows it to be the best conductor. And that's why diamonds are extremely valuable. That's the real reason why diamonds are extremely valuable, due to its infinite ability to conduct energy. So these devices must be spherical in nature, and within that sphere there must be 64 sets of 64 spherical vacuum thresholds that meet at the epicenter of the spherical device made out of diamond, and it has to be coiled. Coil is the best way to generate an electromagnetic field that is required for the polarization of the sphere. So each of these spherical vacuum thresholds must be coiled, so the polarization of it occurs. So the sets of 64 meet at a singular point, which is the epicenter. So the singularity forms an energy due to space and vacuum, virtuous cycles of creation itself, polarizes the sphere and generates electromagnetism that leads to electrogravitics and telemetry. So in this way, we can power anything, because the output is infinite, meaning as long as the device is in the proximity of anything, any equipment, anything, any machinery, anything that requires electricity, power, energy to be run, it would power it. So it doesn't matter. So obviously there is scales to these. So we can build very large spherical generators or very small ones for individuals. And as part of the Republic of Planet Earth, each citizen of the Republic of Planet Earth, as per our Constitution, has the infinite freedom to have one of each these devices, as many as they like. So they can power everything that is required in their lives. Anything that needs an energy source, electricity output and input, can be powered with these devices. So the blueprints have been provided. So this video is exactly about that. Energy freedoms and what it means for us, for humanity. Okay? So just, we are in the 21st century. We have entered this new paradigm of existence in which we all have access to infinite energy, infinite propulsion, anything that is required for us to advance our society, to advance our civilization, the Republic of planet Earth, us, the humans of planet Earth. We are a benevolent species. This is who we are. We are a benevolent species. This is who we are. And with infinite energy sources, which is the case in the Republic of planet Earth, us, here on Earth, we can then do anything that we wish, because there will be no need to find primitive energy sources, because there's not such a requirement for that. And there is not a requirement to pay for energy either, because energy outputs are infinite and they're free, like us. And this is exactly what energy freedoms is: our ability to tap into space vacuum structures and this beautiful infinite virtuous cycle of space and vacuum coming together and generating infinite outputs of energy as a result of this virtuous cycle of spherical vacuum thresholds meeting at a singular point and generating 0 point energy over unity systems and infinite propulsion, thus canceling out gravity as well. As a result, is one of the phenomena that emerges due to electrogravitics, polarization and electromagnetism of spherical outputs. So what is the meaning of these? Well, the meaning of these is that we can cancel out gravity. Thus, we have infinite propulsion, meaning we can go faster than what is currently known in traditional primitive engineering and physics, meaning all the limitations that we encounter due to the friction and containment around gravity. But once you cancel out gravity and there is no gravity force pulling against objects due to the tension of the surface of planet Earth, and you cancel out, you generate an electromagnetic field due to the electromagnetic spherical nature of electrogravitics and the systems of infinite energy, 0 point, thus canceling out all these effects that would slow down and propulsion. So it's very easy to exit gravity, for example, meaning we can exit the atmosphere of Earth almost instantly, immediately, at the speed of infinity, without having to deal with these notions of gravity phenomena, because it cancels out to electrogravitics and the electromagnetism of the sphere and the electromagnetic field that cancels out all these friction, low vibration, tension, and background noise that essentially has kept humanity bound to the surface for a long time due to primitive technology. So, but that is over. That is over. So we have access to this technology already. It's our freedoms. We are infinite. We're the infinite biology of existence. This is who we are. We're infinite eternal creators. We're the human race. We're benevolent species. We're the human heart. This is who we are. The electromagnetic field of creation, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. This is exactly who we are. We are the human race. And we're free. And this is why we have access to infinite energy outputs in the way of 0-point energy systems and over unity systems that are accessible to all humans. You just require the materials and the blueprints, which has been already provided. So you can build these systems anywhere. So obviously the ideal systems that are best conductive to infinite output are diamonds in the way of spherical coils. And if you don't have access to that, or you don't have access to gold, then you can use other materials that are crystallic materials. Other crystals can be used as well. You just won't be able to generate an infinite, because of the quality of the material. So you will be able to sustain an infinite amount of energy as long as the material holds it. So other quartz-like crystals on Earth and other materials that can be used for the manufacturing and the design of the devices. But ideally, you really want to get your hands in diamonds and gold. That's where you want to get your hands on and use those materials, given the fact that diamonds and gold are the best conductors for infinite energy in 0-point systems. Otherwise, you can use any other crystals that are as conductive as an approximation to it. And then in that way, the system itself and the electrogravitics and the electromagnetism and the polarization of the system takes care of it from the moment the system is put in place. It doesn't need any switch on, switch off device or gadget, because the moment that the system is completed and the sets of 64 are completed and the spherical vacuum thresholds are met within the sphere and the materials are right, the natural abilities and the conductive nature of these materials, due to the polarization of everything around us, space and vacuum, naturally generates the energy without any need for an original start, a source that ignites it. It ignites itself due to its own nature of polarization and electromagnetism, because we essentially, space and vacuum, the virtuous cycle is what creates everything, spherical energy as we know it. So space and vacuum is everywhere around us. We're surrounded by space and vacuum. So the fact that once you get the system operational and it works, space and vacuum itself within the proximity of the device would just ignite it automatically as a result. So obviously this is who we are. We are the human race. We are the human race. This is who we are. We are the human race, and our time has come. And this is exactly what I refer to infinite energy and what it means. So now imagine the possibilities, infinite possibilities due to infinite energy. So this is what this video is about. It's a fundamental video for us, the Republic of Planet Earth, all humans. We all have access to these, part of our freedoms in our Constitution, Earth Constitution. We all have access to infinite freedoms, infinite energy, because this is who we are. We can power our lives and our lifestyles and our way of life, standard of living, worldwide, with infinite energy sources. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. This is a new paradigm. We have transitioned. We have fully metamorphosized and transformed into light spherical beings, infinite benevolent species, infinite free will. Humanity, who we are, infinite energy, infinite creation. We are the human race. This is who we are. And this is why we have access to infinite energy sources that are free. And who we are is that we are infinite. And we can prove it with engineering and application to power anything that we desire. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my mind. We live to love and we love to live. We're the human race. This is who we are. We're infinite eternal creators. This is who we are. We are the human race. We are the human race. We are the epicenter of creation. We're the most ancient species, the most evolved species. This is who we are. We are the human race. We're the epicenter of creation. We channel infinity through us, biologically speaking. This is why we can manifest infinite energy through our creations and our inventions, our creativity, in the way of an infinite energy source, a generator that powers everything. And we can have an infinite number of these devices for each human that is required as per our constitution and our freedoms. This is who we are. We're the infinite race. We're the infinite species. We're the central species. We're the epicenter of existence. We are the center of the universe as we know it. The first planet to evolve a species like us out of a father, the sun, and a mother, the earth, coming together through an infinite number of cycles of evolution and human DNA. So we can be here, created infinite potential, infinite creation, due to our natural ability to manifest it with our free will. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. Love you all with all my heart, with all my might.